Uh, it's my first video, making about NBA free agency, and it's only right that I do one for this NBA free agency 2016. And I mean, rightfully so. The players have. I mean, when the collective bargaining was signed, I believe 3 years ago, this is the kind of deal we kind of envision. DeMar DeRozan getting paid upward of $135 million for 5 years. I don't think he deserved that. Nicholas Batum is going for 125, somewhere in that figure, for 5 years, which I don't think he deserved that. Who else do we have? We have Bradley Beal from the Washington Wizards, went for 124. I don't know who thought Bradley Beal was a max player, but hey, more power to the Washington Wizards. And who else? Who else do we have? Uh, the one that kind of surprises me the most was my beloved Los Angeles Lakers signing Timothy Mozgov to 4 years, $64 million. This was the same guy that was, I believe he was making a little over $4 million 2 years ago and last year. And to go from $4 million to a $60 million per year, that's a freaking hefty pay raise. And hey, more power to him. But on to this Timothy Mozgov signing. I mean, I read a couple articles online saying that Lakers did not even reach out to Al Horford. Uh, well, I don't know what the reason behind that is, but that's $64 million that I give to Timothy Mozgov. I'd rather give that to Biyombo, or I wouldn't even give that to Festus Ezeli. I give Festus Ezeli maybe between 9 and 11, but that's the kind of salary cap that we have now, where everybody's gonna get overpaid, and rightfully so. Some players do earn it, and some people don't. Some players don't. But that's the kind of free agency market that we have now. You know, I guess it's here to stay, because next year it's gonna jump another 10, 15 million, 10, $15 million or so. So if you think this year was crazy when it comes to free agency, wait till next year. So what other signing is out there? Uh, Joakim Noah, he got paid 4 years, $74 million, I believe. I mean, Joakim Noah he's a hustler, and he's a scrappy player. You don't need to run the offense through him. He's pretty much a garbage bucket kind of big man. And $74 million for Joakim Noah, I wouldn't. I don't think that was. I don't think that's the kind of contract that he deserved. And coupled with the fact that he gets hurt a lot, he's injury prone. So I wouldn't pay him $4 million. But it seemed like uh it seemed like the New York Knicks is where all the injured player goes down, and the medical staff is gone. If you paying everybody, you might as well go ahead and give the New York Knicks medical staff a pay raise, because they're gonna need it. Cause with you having Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah on your team, yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be fun to watch. It's gonna be fun to watch. But me being a diehard Lakers fan, the one that really kind of intrigued me the most is Jordan Clarkson. I mean, I wouldn't say he took a pay cut. I mean, I thought he pretty much cashed in $4 million for 50 years, and there was speculations that what team I believe either the New York Knicks or or the the Hornets was going to offer him $4 million and roughly at $64 million. So I mean, speculation says that he took a $8 million pay cut somewhere in that figure. Uh, I mean, I kind of like the fact that Jordan Clarkson is back, and we can kind of build from there. But I would like to believe that the reason why Timothy Mozgov did not really showcase his talent was due to Tyronn Lue not giving him playing time. That's what I want to believe. Cause watching watching Timothy Mozgov's highlight, he seemed like a pretty athletic guy, and he looked like he's one of those guys, one of those big men that love to run the floor, and you know, a lot of his highlight that I saw with Cavaliers, it seemed like he was running down the floor and just if not catching alley oop, it's just getting getting the ball in a swift spot, and he got a little bit of a sweet mid range, and it seemed like Timothy Mozgov dunked on a lot of people, a lot more people than I actually was actually speculating on. So I think that was an okay sign, but it was just too much money. Cause I don't. I mean, I was one of the ones that was saying that Timothy Mozgov will be a good addition to this team, but just not at that price. Not at that price. And I just hope this signing doesn't. Whoever pull the trigger on this one, you know, Jim Buss. I just hope this signing don't come back to hunt you, and how much the Lakerland really want your head on a platter. And there was a video that was on YouTube that I heard that I watch. Every time I go on YouTube and watch a video, I like to read comments below just to see how people feel about that. And it seemed like it was pretty consensus that people don't like the signing, and they felt like this was all Jim Buss, and they pretty much threw him under the bus, and they did not hesitate to drop that bus back and forth to make sure they really get the job done. So if this was all Jim Buss, hey, I hope you have a plan B as to what kind of work. Well, you a millionaire, so I would think even if you're not the head man in charge for the Lakers next year, there's always a plan B as to what you want to do in the future endeavors. But yeah, I'm just blabbing it back and forth. Just you guys let me know what you think. I don't I don't think Timothy Mascot was. I mean, to think that 2016 NBA free agency starts, the first person to verbally commit to a contract was Timothy Mozgov. I say again, the first person to verbally commit to a contract was Timofey Mozgov. That barely got playing time during the playoff. And like I said earlier, I would love to believe that the reason why he was not in the rotation was Tyronn Lue did not really, really find a niche for him, or, or for some reason did not click. I would like to believe that because prior to Cavaliers getting the Timofey Mozgov, I believe whatever team that he came from gave up a 2 first-round draft pick for in exchange for Timofey Mozgov. So, I mean, I'm sure Cavaliers saw something that some people don't see and that I don't see. And I just hope, his pick and roll with uh with D'Angelo Russell. I hope that pick and roll flourish. I hope it does flourish. And while we at it, you know, congratulations to Luke Walton on the new baby. And I hope the reason why we signed this because maybe Luke Walton was busy holding his wife hand in the hospital while she's trying to push the baby out. But if this has Luke Walton written on it, I hope you know what you're doing. And I hope this, 2016, 2017 NBA season, I hope we can improve and, make that signing worthwhile. Hey, guys, let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. And, hopefully this is the beginning of many more videos to come between now and, the next 2-3 weeks when every top A, tier 1, tier 2, and maybe tier 3 free agency have been signed, sealed, and delivered. And we sure, over the course of Summer League, we definitely will talk more and, give you my own opinion on how we think, the guys that we're bringing into the Summer League, how, their realistic chances, especially the undrafted ones, what the realistic chances of them sticking with the Lakers and making the team. Hopefully we don't do a repeat of freaking Ken Bazemore, which is still pissing me off. You had an opportunity to sign Ken Bazemore 2 years ago and make him a restricted free agent, but you did not. Fast forward 2 years later, you just let him walk. He got picked up by Atlanta Hawks. Now he thrives in that system. Now he is scheduled to make close to $90 million, if not more. So, Mitch, Buzz, Jim, that's one of your screw ups. Let's try to fix it this time. All right, signing out.